I have not done anything creative except for outside for quite some time. It's been at least a couple months. So it's cold, it's rainy, it's windy. So I decided I was going to make something in my glue book. So I have this old calendar, and it's just full of really unusual shoes. Some of them are creepy, some of them are cool, but I thought I would make something out of these two right here. I have made all different kinds of things with these calendars, so I almost bought a bunch more different years, and then I thought, well, I haven't even used all of these, so why would I do that? Just because I like them. I love shoes. Can't wear much of them anymore, but so see, there's just a plain shoe on that side, but this one is very interesting. So I'm going to cut this one out. It says Corey Amenta 2013. So I'm guessing that's who designed the shoe. And then it is Workman Publishing of New York. So that's who did the calendar. I don't know if they're still around, have no idea. So anyway, I just thought we'd do something funky today and try to get myself back into creating. I've just had a few weeks of things that had to be done, and I can't do both. I get really overwhelmed sometimes, so alright, so that looks pretty cool. It's different. It reminds me of a dog, though. And then we have this shoe. I like this one the best. And when you cut it, it does not have to be perfect. When you're stuck creatively, a glue book really helps because it's just playing, you know, you don't have any stress. It's just putting stuff together, and the goofier the better. And you don't have to do goofy. I like to do goofy. Yeah, I think this is definitely the one that I want. I'll do another one, but that one will be another video. Let's see what I have in here. I had started cutting out things, and then got sidetracked with doing the yard and things like that. So this is a pillow that I have, and I took a picture of it, and then I added a piece on the top as a little crown. So, I mean, this could actually, you know, be part of a little shoe. That's kind of cute. Colors go well together. I like that. All right, let's see what else I have in here that I've already cut out. There, Your Day, Your Way. So it's just good to cut out a bunch of stuff and just see what you can do to make some scenes. This is one of my pieces of art. I have it in my bathroom. So is that. was that. Alright, your day, your way. Love what you see and what you can't, maybe. Sometimes you just need a message for yourself, for your day. Anything goes. Inspiration. Put it in there. I just need some background. I like that saying, but I think it's a little bit too big. I had gotten rid of all of my magazines, I thought, and then I came across a couple and I thought, oh wow, okay, I can start pulling stuff out of it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put this aside. See what else we have. This is okay. Let's see. That's me. So then I pick up this type of, these are free magazines. Put that on the floor, see if there's anything in here I can use. You just never know. I didn't even look in them, I just took them because they were free. That one. Mostly ads, but that's okay. You just never know what you'll find. That's very pretty. That's very pretty. I like that. Oh, that's pretty. Well, I'm going to take this piece out. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to take it out anyway. Throw that piece away. Let's see if there's anything else in here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, see, we're needing a background. So that could work as a background. Because you're not even going to see it, you just need the colors. All right, let's see if I want to tear that one out. That's kind of cool too, but it's not the right colors. I like this because it's like real people, not skinny minis. Okay, well this looks pretty good. It's good enough for what I'm doing. So let's take this one out. So that's a possibility. Let's see. That's a Christmas tree. Don't want that. I guess this is not going to be a good bag. All right. I know you can't see me, but I have a piece on my a container on my lap. I'm just going to rifle through it real fast. Just see what we can make with this. Now, I don't have a colored background. So that is the reason for this one. Now, I can cut this off or I can leave this edge jagged. And let's just go ahead and put that on there. See if that's where I want it. I like those flowers. I like how that looks. Don't know if that's what I want. That would be cute. I could do that. Maybe. Maybe. All right, so far I like that. That looks good. Got a few little ephemera, punch outs, whatever you want to call them. That looks good. It covers up the writing. This covers up the writing. That would look good there. That would look good there. I think I like that. You know, kids love to do this kind of stuff, so it's just, something you can do with your kids. You know, just give them a bunch of cutout, or if they're old enough, then they can cut them out themselves. Just give them old magazines and let them go to town. Keeps them busy for quite some time. Okay, so what I need here is, I think I want more of the background up at the top, and then I can put this right here like that, and then this part can be cut off. So I am going to bend it over and make a crease. Okay, do I have a ruler? It's not exactly the ruler I was looking for. This is for a fuse, and you use it to fuse together like plastic pieces, you know, for arts and crafts. I have never used it. I bought it thinking I would, and I never used it. Okay. Let's cut this off. I could use my cutting tool, but I'm just going to cut it off. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, yes, that looks good. So on this page, I am going to have to use, and I can trim this off even with this if I want to. Or maybe I should get my tool. Yeah, it's just better to do it this way, because I know I won't be happy with it. Okay, let's get rid of that. I usually do this kind of stuff at the other table, but I didn't feel like moving the laptop and doing all that. So, yep, that's perfect. All right. What do I want to use? I could use this one maybe. It's just white glue from a dollhouse kit. It's not a big deal. And I will put glue stick on there as well. The thing about this magazine paper is sometimes the glue will release, and you know, you'd have to actually rough it up, and I don't feel like doing that today, so you know, you just lightly sand it and it gives it some tooth, but I'm just not in the mood. So give it two things of glue, two different glues. And then later I can go back and I can iron it on with my little ironing thing. So, all right, which one of these do I want? That looks kind of cute. Nah, I like the other one better. Okay, so I can glue this one on top, and then that gives me something to write on. And I'm not going to use, or I'm not going to try to glue the outer edge because it's too delicate. Even though this is cardstock, it's still too delicate. Okay. Very cool. Now this I left jaggedy and I didn't glue it down. It doesn't have to be. Alright, so now I want, do I want the inspiration or just inspiration? That I don't know. Needs to go just a hair more. There. There we go. All right. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, so that goes there. Then I can put the kitty. I just haven't decided yet which way I want it. Yeah, I've got to make a decision here. I think it needs to go over here. I'm going to cut that little piece off because I wasn't sure if I wanted it. I know darn well I don't now. Okay, so I have a choice. I can take this piece and slide that in there and not glue it, or I can glue it and make it one whole piece. So I'm thinking I'm going to just do it this way because then you can write on the back. So all I have to do is glue the bottom, the edge, and then it'll be fine. All right, so then this one goes up here. Like that. Let's put that on there first. Okay, your day, your way. Like it. And then I'm going to take the off of there, and I'm not going to discard the word. I'm going to keep it for some other time. So I will put, here, let me get this silicone mat, and I'll put this on there. I used to use just scrap paper, but you know what? This is so much easier to take care of, and you don't have to throw anything away. Just wipe it off. Right there. Okay, so, you know, I had thought about using this somewhere, but I don't think I need it. I had thought about using this, but I don't need that either. I do have one of these, but I don't think that, I don't want the same thing. Let's see if there's anything else in here. It's just a little kind of cute. Like it's holding up, like almost like it's a paper clip and it's holding it. I think I like that. I don't like using glue stick on these, but there's nothing else. It already tore it, see, just, that's okay. Nobody will know the difference. All right, so now I need a line where to glue. This could all be glued. And this could be glued. And this will be glued. Okay, this will all be glued. Okie dokie. So I better put it over here out of the way. I'm going to put this on here, plus I'm going to add a little bit of the white glue. And we'll see how that works. So it'll go right about there. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. All right, let's get a little bit of this. That was too much. Okay. And stick that on there. All right. I think that is where it goes. Now this will have to dry before I can put the tag in. So I can cut this tag right about half, and then it will fit down inside like that. Isn't that cute? But I don't want that on there right now. Excuse me. Let's see, what else do I have that I could put on there? I don't need that. I have this little thing right here. That's cute. The reason I'm thinking about this is just taped on here. And I was thinking if I stuck this on there, let's see which is the right side, there we go, then that would glue the two pieces together and it make it a little bit more fancy. And I don't think I have anything else that would be appropriate size-wise, or, no, we'll just keep looking. I have that, it's a flower. I don't really like it though. It needs to be colorful. Alright, so that's what I'm going to put on there, is that. Not that one. I think the little yellow thing looks cute. It just makes it look a little fancier. Alright, so we will. Yeah, it just tears. These things just tear. That's why I don't use them. I have them, so I will, but I just don't. I don't use them anymore. It's too hard to... There, look at that. It's fancy. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. Okay, so I could put just a piece of paper and glue it across there. It just needs some stability because, you know, that's where you're going to be pulling it up. All right, so I put the right on the glue. Oh, Nancy, you're so dumb. Oh well, it doesn't hurt it any. It didn't stick. It just got stuck to the... Okay, I gotta trim that. Trim that. Yeah, there's just a little bit of dried glue on there, but that's okay. See how cute? I love doing these. These are so cute. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry before I stick it in there. And I'm just gonna leaf through a few of these so you see. This is such a fun project to do. Put that over there. Like this one here has different odds and ends of things that were gifted to me, and I put them all together and make something out of it. These were actually Happy Mail that was sent to me when I used to do videos before. And oh, look at how pretty that is. See, and then there's a card in there from the person, and each person has things either that they've taken from a magazine or whatever, or a box of something, which is that, and then they send you a whole bunch of stuff, and then you just make these pages out of it. It's fun. Okay, I don't have many pages left in here, so I want to finish up this book. So like this was also the same thing. This was, you know, Happy Mail from someone. And so you just put it all together and make a collage. This is part of the, you know, what was written. This was someone else. It's been so long, I don't remember. Oh, okay, same person here. But we had so much fun on these Happy Meal things. Okay, now this one, isn't this cool? I took the boots, I put in a leopard, added arms from something and a different face, and you know, and he's just adorable. And then there's from a card from a friend, and this replicates his cat and our gardening together and the birds that they feed, you know. So I mean, I just like to do stuff like that. It gives me a lot of pleasure. This one here is, oh boy, I didn't notice this, so I gotta cover that up. Then this is just, you know, odds and ends, buttons and jewels and little trinkets and things, which I have a huge collection of. And so I just made the page with that. Living a Colorful Life. This was a gift from, my friend Mags. She's on YouTube and on my Facebook. She does a lot of fun stuff. So this one here is pretty. I'm sure this all came from her. So here we go. We have postcards and little figures and, just butterfly, little feathers. I was also in a group, the Flockers, for years, for some years. I don't need that on there because that's my old address, but I don't need it on there. Stick that right on top. So, same thing with this. I don't need that. What could I put on there? So that would work. I could do it that way. Yeah, we don't need any of that. But you can take any kind of trash that you have and create something with it. An old button, some bubble wrap, just some random pieces of paper, just about anything, and create something with it. I think that one belonged in there. Oops. So, and then this, I just created the background with paint and just a pit pen on that one. This was washi tape, different washi tapes that she sent, and different phrases and things. So I put all that on there and made the page. Okay, then we have the same here. Red rose tea bag. There was a tea bag in there. I remember that. So then there's a note from the lady that sent me this. And then when we did this, we always either used a bird or a feather. And then I don't know what happened to the group. I really don't remember. So that's the cover right there. And that's just feathers that I cut out of something. And then I'm going to put it this way. And all right, this is fabric. So, I mean, you can use anything at all. Okay, I've got a couple pages there I can do. I already showed you that. I think this is good enough now. It doesn't take long to dry. I'm not going to stuff it all the way down, but I'm going to put it there. I think it's adorable. I love it. I got to take a picture of it with the camera, though. See, and I did show you that. And then there's these. This was also a Flockers. And then this was my friend Dion. And she actually sent me tea bags. And so that was what I did with hers. So, yeah. There is no rules. You can do whatever you like. So I need to take a picture of this one finished. There. How's that? Isn't that cute? It's so sweet. I love it. All right, let me take a picture of it real quick. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.